of the day for the next sitting. Clerk.
Private Members Notice number 4 for a motion relating to Northern Australia's economic development.
I call the member for Solomon.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. I move the motion relating to North Australia's economic development in the terms on which it appears on the notice paper.
The member for Solomon.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. So my motion commends the fantastic work that Minister Robb and the Coalition Government are doing to make Northern Australia's economic development policy. My motion notes that the Northern Australia Investment Forum, the next stepping stone in bringing Australia's broader strengths to North Australia, will focus on A, the important initiatives highlighted in the White Paper on developing North Australia to help business capitalise on the region's strengths by removing barriers to investment, and B, showcasing investment opportunities on offer in prospect within the North. My motion also recognises that the North Australia accounts for a significant share of Australia's exports, with more than half of Australia's sea exports leaving via Northern Australian ports. And my motion also acknowledges that the North will account for about 42% of the Australian economy by 2040, up from 35% in 2011. And my motion also recognises the exciting potential for increased investment, trade, infrastructure and agriculture production in the North, and that the job opportunities that this would create. Mr Deputy Speaker, talk of developing North Australia has been going on for more than a century. When all is said and done, an awful lot more has been said than done. North Australia has an abundance of mineral resources. We have tens of millions of hectares of land for agriculture production, energy resources, but perhaps most importantly, Mr Deputy Speaker, we have a few 100,000 tough, tenacious and innovative people who are ready and willing to make the most of the sometimes harsh environment that we live in. But with the best will in the world and the best resources in the world, no industry is going to thrive if it cannot get their goods to the market. Mr Deputy Speaker, North Australia needs infrastructure. We need pipes to take gas from the northern fields to the southern homes that need heating. We need roads to move livestock from the vast stations of the interior to the coast, and deep water ports so that they can be loaded onto the ships for export. And that is why the Abbott government commissioned the North Australia White Paper. The North Australia White Paper is a comprehensive roadmap to a nation building across tropical Australia. Mr Deputy Speaker, North Australia has all the ingredients for a prosperous economy. The White Paper brings those ingredients together. This is a plan to build the infrastructure that will allow industry to thrive and develop the industry so that we all benefit. The White Paper includes measures to unlock North Australia's potential across 6 areas: simpler land arrangements to support investment, developing water resources, growing the North as a business, trade and investment gateway, investing in infrastructure to lower business and household costs, by reducing barriers to employing people and also improving governance. This is not a document designed to sit on the shelf and gather dust. This is a plan that is already being implemented. Between the 2015 budget and the White Paper launch, more than $6 billion has already been allocated to major infrastructure projects. We have a $5 billion concessional loan scheme which will bring together private sector innovation with public sector resources to invest in the sort of projects to grow economies, the sort of projects that create jobs. In November, an invitation-only event will be held in my electorate in Darwin to bring together high-level decision-makers to discuss North Australia investment opportunities. North Australia can offer investors what no other part of the world can: untapped resources and shovel-ready, high-performing projects, all located within a stable first-world economy. The Australian government investments are already starting to pay off. $100 million has been allocated to upgrade North Australian cattle roads, $20 million to support native title bodies and $70 million to secure property rights. The list does go on. Within my electorate of Solomon, we are already seeing the North Australia White Paper gain traction. Members of the business community who I have met with are very excited about the possibilities. Darwin is a key strategic link between Australia and Asia, and as the North Australia economy grows, the number of goods flowing through Darwin will increase.
And I call the question is the motion be agreed to, and I call the honourable member. I haven't got a second. Second the motion. I thank the member for Leichhardt.
Thank you. Thank you.